YouTube. In this video, I've been meaning to make it, but it's been taking me a while to get around to this. So I made a video. This video where we're gonna do a TFT walkthrough on the 2026 ZX10R. So let's look through this TFT display and kind of go through some of the things that. All right, YouTube. So real quick, the way the controls work. So to select go up or down, you're gonna go on where it says mode. So you're gonna go mode down to go down on the screen, go up to select up. To go back or exit out, you're gonna press this once to back up, and you're gonna hold it down and you'll exit out of the whatever screen that you're in to go back to the main menu. Now to select something or to get into the main menu, you're gonna hold down the select button on the throttle side. This is the throttle side. You're gonna hold it down for 3 seconds and it'll take you into the vehicle's menu. And then if you wanna select something inside of the vehicle menu, you're gonna press it out of it. You're gonna hold this down 2 to 3 seconds. It'll exit out of the menu, and then you press it once in the back. It's like a backspace, or it's to back out of a screen. So you just press it once and it'll back you out. All right, now let's show you the TFT stuff. All right, YouTube, so here I'm gonna show you a lot of the different features that the bike comes with. We're gonna go through all the menus. I'll kind of explain to you what the bike can do and how does it work. So I'm gonna hold down the select button. I'll show you where all the buttons were already. So if I hold down the select button for about 3 seconds, it'll take me to this vehicle settings menu. Inside the vehicle settings menu, if I hit the select button one more time, wherever this green dot is located, that's where I'm currently going to function. So if I enter it one time, it'll take me into shift lamp, LED, and tachometer. So what this basically does is both of these, if I redline the bike, both the tachometer and the shift light at the very top, which is up here, will then flash. It'll flash. So I want both of them to flash once I hit my RPM light, the set RPM location. So I'm gonna leave that on. You can also set it to the LED, which is the top flasher light, and then this is the tachometer that will flash. And then you can also turn it off. But I'm gonna leave mine on both. The next one you have is the engine speed. So this is the RPM. So once the engine reaches a certain RPM, the tachometer and the LED at the light will start flashing. So it can go up to 14,000. But it's currently set at 4,000 only because I haven't broken the engine yet. But once I break the engine in, I'll change it to the desired number. So I'm gonna hit the reset button to get out of here instead of selecting it. Then you go down, you can go to the brightness of the LED light, which is at the very top that I was explaining before. So you can change it from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So 1 is the most dimmest one. I can barely see it, but on the camera it seems like it's really, really bright. So I'm gonna leave it at 4, the brightest, because I wanted to grab my attention while I'm riding on the bike. So all I did was to get out of that screen, I just hit the reset button to back out, which that was the brightness. And then the second one is the LED flash. You can make it to where it's a solid light once you hit the number, the desired RPM, for it to flash and get your attention, or you can leave it on flash. Flash to me gets my attention more than a solid light. So I'm gonna hit the reset button to back out of there. Then you go down to KQS, that is Kawasaki's quick shift. Currently it's on when I purchase the bike, or when you purchase your bike, it's automatically set to off. So I'm gonna hit the reset button to back out of there, and it's gonna stay on the on position. KEBC is Kawasaki's engine braking. It's currently set to light, but you can also turn it off. So I'm gonna leave mine set to light. Then underneath that, this is the Kawasaki launch control system. It's currently set to 1, but it has 3 different levels. So I'm gonna leave mine set to 1. Then underneath that is a mobile, that's the lamp. That's basically, I don't know, so I'll look into that and I'll kind of do a voiceover and explain to you what that means. So then after you completed the vehicle settings, you go down to display. Now in display, you have 2 different types. You have the white type, then you have 2 different types. You have the standard type, which is the everyday riding mode, and then you have the race mode type. The setup, the display is obviously different, but it's pretty cool too. So I'm gonna leave mine to type 1, because this is the one I normally use and I ride with. So I'm gonna hit the reset button and back out. Underneath that, you have brightness. You can dim the light, and you can also brighten the light. I prefer it as bright as I can get it because I like to ride around in a dark mode light. Then after that, you have the background. Now, what is pretty cool about this TFT display is if you set it to auto, if I set it to auto, what'll happen is during the daytime or when there's a lot of light outside, it'll automatically change to this mode, the white mode. And then if it's dark outside or it's not enough light, it'll automatically change to the black mode. So auto changes from white to black when you're riding, but I like to have it always on black mode. So let me go back into the settings here. Let me change it off of auto and let me leave it on black mode. Then after you have the display, you go into clock and settings. This is basic information. You should obviously know this. You can change the date to year, month, day. I have mine set to day, month, year. I should change that to month, day, year, which I like better. And then you have the date that you want to set. Then you have the time format. I like 24-hour time format. And then you obviously have to set the time, which is 1600 hours right now. So I'm gonna hit the reset button and get out of there. I'm back at the data and clock. I'm gonna go down to services. So far I put about 50 miles on the bike. So I set my own self. I set the oil change on. You can leave the set off, and at the very top where it says Kawasaki service, they set that for you. But when I purchased the bike, it was not at a Kawasaki. Well, it was at a Kawasaki dealership, so never mind. And then you can also set the riding settings, which I don't want to do right now. I'll do that at a later date. So I'm going to back out of there. I'm going to go to Bluetooth, and you can set the Rideology app on the Kawasaki. I currently have it on my phone, but it's not turned on currently, so can't show you that just a second. Then if you go down to units, you can set the miles per hour or kmh. So let me go back, leave it on miles per hour. Fuel, you can set it to the UK, and then you can also set it for the US. And if you go underneath that, you have the temperature. Some other countries have it to Celsius. I have it to Fahrenheit. And that is pretty much it for the display. Okay, so one more thing that is on the manual that I learned yesterday is if you hold down mode up and shift for about 5 seconds, the launch control will then turn on. It flashed a few times. When it turns on, if you accelerate extreme, like if you release the clutch and you hold down, it'll set a rev limiter, and you go and as you let go of the clutch, it'll stay at that RPM until you reach the desired speed, and it'll automatically turn off. Now, if you turn this on and you want to turn it off because you don't want to use launch control, you just hold down mode up and select again for a few seconds, and then it'll turn off, which I think is really, really cool. Launch control is awesome. I tried it. It's a really, really cool feature on this bike, and I really, really enjoy it. So that's everything that there is to know about the settings and the TFT display on this bike. You see those lean angles? Try to get more, but I was only really practicing, and I didn't want to rev the bike too hard when I was practicing. So I thank you guys for watching this real quick video on the TFT display. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.